My name's Lauren Deese. I'm the Executive Director of Charlotte Wine and Food. I've been in this role for just over 3 years. And Charlotte Wine and Food is a 33-year-old organization founded in 1989 by a group of local wine connoisseurs who were really just looking for other passionate people like themselves to explore wine with. And this is about the time where Napa Valley is really starting to take off. I think one of the special things about Charlotte Wine and Food is the way we do build community. So we say we're about wine, food, fun, and fundraising. We are connoisseurs for a cause. But we really are the network, the community we build, the people I've met, and the spirit of the people I've met who are coming together to do good across multiple industries. So for me, it makes me proud to be a Charlottean. Yeah, I just think the connections that people make through our events, whether it's charity partners or just human connections, are really important. And that's what Food and Wine does. It brings people together. So for me, that really is the magic. And when there's tons of wine and food dinners in town, right? We like to think that ours have a little extra special ingredient, and that's the charitable mission. And I think that most people that tend to come to our events are pretty highly passionate about food and wine. And so the experience just elevates because of that kinetic energy and connection of the people that come together.
I joined the board in 2016, I think primarily because I kept showing up and buying wine and they couldn't get rid of me. So they made it official. And then in 2020, at the height of the pandemic, I took over as chairman of the board and have been working closely with Lauren and our staff to sort of shepherd the ship through the pandemic and get back to hosting events and impacting our charities. The easiest thing is just being aligned on the mission. No egos, focused on the mission of Charlotte Wine and Food. It is pretty fun also. I like to say my job's pretty easy. We bring together elite winemakers, pair them with a variety of culinary experiences in Charlotte, and it's all for a good cause. So my favorite moment every year is when we get together with our charities and present a large check of the money we've been able to raise for them. So originally Charlotte Wine and Food was every other year, and then they pivoted to doing one event every year. That grew into a week of events every year. It's been fun over the past 5 years to watch the organization grow, where we're effectively hosting events year-round with our sort of preeminent focus on our Charlotte Wine and Food Week in the
For me, if I'm bragging on Palmer a little bit, is I think we have a responsibility to keep the legacy of Charlotte Wine and Food alive, and I think we're doing that and keeping the fine wine element out there. But I think Palmer has a very progressive view, and we together have been putting some events on that are a little bit more relaxed, a little more casual, and looking to sort of evolve with Charlotte. Charlotte's getting younger and bigger, and so we're trying to try some new things, and we've been doing it, and a lot of those events are well received and are working. And so it's nice to have someone that says, just do it. And there's no judgment if it doesn't work, but we try it. And fortunately, most of our risk takings have paid off and have been well received.
Our guests, vintners, and chefs all align to the charitable mission. What I really like about our 4 charities that we're supporting currently is we support the most at-risk children in our communities from cradle to college. So one of our charities is supporting and impacting children in our community throughout that journey.
So Charlotte Wine and Food is a 501c3 nonprofit. We raise funds for our charities through our charity partners through our wine and food experiences. So they are chosen every couple of years through a grant selection process, and they stay on with us a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 4 years. And then distributions are made annually at the end of our fiscal, so every June.
So one of the charities we support is Gen 1, which helps first generation high performing middle school and high school students navigate the path to college. I find that particularly compelling because it's generational family change, not just the immediate impact to support the child. And it's been really fun watching them grow. They started with seed money from like a charity startup competition, and are now have sent over 40 first generation students to college with over $1 million in scholarship funds this year alone. So they have kids going to Harvard, Emory, as well as our excellent local schools as well. So it's nice to see their impact.
Mitchell's Fund was started by Meg McElwain when she lost her son at 2 years old to a terminal illness. And she started Mitchell's Fund with the idea of helping families deal with the trauma of that diagnosis and the mental ramifications not only on the children but also on the parents of dealing with that. And so the funds from Charlotte Wine and Food go to fund a play therapist at Novant Hemby Children's Hospital that helps them through games and art just understand how to deal with the emotions that they're experiencing through this illness.
The Relatives is another organization we're pleased to partner with, and many folks are familiar with them in the Charlotte community. I would describe the Relatives as a safe haven for children and families fleeing tough, often violent or predatory situations. They get their name from some of their first classes students would say, "Oh, where are you staying?" "Oh, we're with we're with relatives." And so that's another charity that's grown tremendously over the years and provide a wide variety of services, not just shelter to children.
So the Learning Collaborative is a tuition-free preschool in the Greer Heights community for low-income families. So really doing that early childhood education. And the reason it's called the Learning Collaborative is because they really ask the parents to take an active role in that education. And so they serve 72 students a year. I'm just excited to, keep getting incredible people here to Charlotte from the wine world and show off our wonderful culinary prowess that's happening at the moment.
Excited about a top secret event that we can't tell you about. We can't tell you about it yet, but because it's contingent upon availability coming out of COVID. Otherwise, we could give you a sneak peek. But very excited about that, and hopefully more to come. We'll let you know. And for those who do want to join in person now or in the future, regardless of your experience in wine, we'd encourage you to join. We have something for everyone, and would welcome you to be a part of any of our events.
I think the best way to learn about our events is through signing up for our emails or following us on social media. We do Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. To Connoisseurs for calls.
Cheers.
Cheers. So what are we doing?
To Taste Exchange.
To Taste Exchange. Oh, great. Follow Aaron. Okay. Wonderful.